Greetings, everybody out there that will see this live, I suppose, or hear my take in time, so to speak. Hope you're doing well. Great to be here. I am Alex Murdock, the Mad Poet, and giving you all positive energy out there. It has been active, and I suppose I haven't done a setting like this in a while, and things to unpack, as they say, and I really wanted to sort of have a sit down and express, certain things I haven't been able to speak about per se, but I thought this was the time was right to share and speak and just be open with things, but I have to say it's been great, man. Been having fun with it, and no complaints at all, man. This has been a journey that I've been on for a good few years now, and there's never a dull moment. It's of course, it's no joke, and times can be challenging, but at the same time, if it's for you, I think the question becomes not necessarily if or whether you should initiate or commence to, momentum, so to speak. It becomes a situation of, and this is what I'm learning, as as well as in theory, it's not a question of if or but if you should. It's more of you trying to perhaps stop yourself from doing it all the time. In my opinion, that's at least where I come from with it. Hence the term. I think we hear this term all the time, work-life balance. I think everybody's trying to find work-life balance, but as you know, and this could just be me on a mountain, on an island. About to say mountain, on an island as well, in a sense where, man, it's if you're truly trying to do something, it's hard to find work-life balance, or be like, it's hard to say that's realistic if you're really trying to really do something and be great at it. I would say it's hard to say that's a realistic thing to attain per se, within this aspect of whatever you want to do. Because when I look at the greats, when I look at people that really look to do things on a level, or do things and just be prolific and just like, different. Let's start with something easy, like somebody like Jordan. Like, I don't think of work-life balance when I think about somebody like that is not only transcendent but is just different, but in the greatest ways. But if you think about the culture that he builds, the culture that is him and what he comes with, what he believes in, etc., I just can't. It doesn't go together per se. Kobe, same thing. And I'm just using sport because sport is quite easy to see where this all fits in. So yes, in essence, that's the point I'm alluding to. It hasn't been a situation of work-life balance because it's unrealistic to, be trying to attain work-life balance in a situation that you're trying to be great at something. I think in most aspects, I can't speak for other people, but in my opinion, that's where I come from with it. So it's quite the intrigue, but to say the least, I'm just in a space where I've had so many positives and great experiences, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful, and I just want to say respect and love and salute to everybody that has been supporting this platform as I've been building and just creating. It has been fun. It has been fun. I wouldn't say easy. I wouldn't use the word easy, but I would say it has been fun. And I wouldn't use the word balance either. It's just, you're either going to do it or you're not. That's just the way I come from with it. That's the way I come from with it. And yes, so many things going on, but I suppose the most urgent thing that comes to mind at this moment in time is, of course, this is the new year, and for the past 2 years I've released something new, and I suppose this is no different a year. So poetry event, the third and final poetry event is on the way, and I'm really excited about this. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to sharing, and it has been a pleasure to to put my stuff out there and just seeing things come to fruition as it has over the years. I've spoken about the different events I've done over the years. Obviously, there's only been 2 so far, but this is the third. And it's just, if you think about that, it's just chaotic, but the idea with this final one is like the final stage of that evolution of refinement to find that solace space or that solace condition. Because being a mad poet, we're speaking conditional terms, as I suppose. So that's the way I like to look at it. That's the idea behind the event. So at first, the worst was the first, in terms of like the chaos and the things that comes with it, and the experiences that you have, and just looking forward, present and back, and just bringing it all together. But not to say that it's a situation of balance or serenity or anything like that. It's just seeing it for what it is. And I suppose the second one is more clarity with evolution at the same time, because you somewhat have to evolve to see clarity. And then the third, this is the refinement process, along with everything else just coming together. And there's so much more construction to everything I've experienced, I've been through. But at the same time, it's still new, because it's still new work, it's new experiences, it's new information I'm sharing. And it's also, I'm taking people on a journey in sharing where I've been in terms of the information and things I've researched and different things like that to show, some of the things that's somewhat helped me, aided me to be in this spot, in this place, to find myself in this place. And so that's what makes it so intriguing, to share this work, prevent before I self-destruct is the precise name for it. And it will be out the 1st of June 2026. And I'm excited, I'm really excited about it. It has been great. It's been great. Just, like any creator, just putting your work out there. It has been great, Poetry Event, the first one, I think people were so, people that read the book and just supported me with the book was so intrigued and really enjoyed what I shared. And the second one was an evolution, an improvement on the first. And I think the third, which will be the final of this theme, will be very telling. I think it will be the best one. And I'm not just saying that. I honestly think it's the best one. And it will be it will be a standalone, but in terms of just the level that I've ascended to with this, but at the same time I'm so I'm so excited to share. I'm so pleased with the way things have developed with this, and it's a great space to be in. It's a great space to be in. I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to, let you know where I've been. But without further ado, let me just get into why we're here today. But first, let me just share this piece, or should I say a quote from a piece, and we could get into it. So, as it goes, Cryptogram of the times, bacterial yet highly viscous through the periods like I'm Cupid with a knife, destructive with a hand, no eyes, all sense up on high, seeing is revealing, thus I'm feeling every rhyme, the shady with sublime, looking for the calm, whatever it takes, a shaky head, living till depleted, then you're dead, life with a drag, the working led, headless on horse, yet I need pain meds, but had to take it in, living with self, croaking in the moments, then to the next. Now it's quite a different piece, this one. Quite fresh, this quote. But there was so many intriguing things in there. It inspired me to wanting to kind of share, where I was coming from with this. whole situation. First, let's take a look at the term cryptogram for a second. And just to break it down, in a sense, cryptogram in a general sense is a word puzzle, but this is my poet, so this is nothing simple, hence as simple as that, hence it'll most likely mean something more, as you'd imagine, in the sense that I'm speaking, something that lives in the shade, going back to the bacterial link to it, something that lives in the shade. One of its properties is being highly viscous, hence sticky surface. You can imagine being stuck to fingers, like something nasty comes to mind, but you get the point. So I'm linking cryptogram to bacteria, sort of thing. I hope I'm not losing you. But you put those to the times, and of course, I'm just breaking it down as I see it, sort of thing in my head. But yes, but if you put that to the times we live in, bacteria and let's just talk about bacteria, such an infiltrating little things as they are, with the viscosity at play as they multiply and divide, being overwhelming should they get inside, of course. And the stickiness of, say, something fungal is such a deranged thing when you're speaking about the head. And of course, I've already said I'm sort of headless, but you have to have a head to unpack a lot of these things, don't you? So in this case, we're headless with a head. How about that? What is all this in aid of? Why let us apply the same principle to memory? But before we go there, I'm just gonna take I'm just thinking about this. I just don't want to lose you. But you know what? I think everybody have the idea, but there's two ways this cryptogram situation is linked, and I just want to make sure that there's clarity. Of course, yes, and they're both effective in the both ways to think about. Of course, yes, it is a word puzzle, but the word puzzle part of it applies to my trade and me as a writer and creator. But at the same time, this is where it attaches to, as we mentioned, bacteria, fungal. You see, there's another side of the cryptogram situation. So the other definition is cryptograms are seedless, flowerless plants and plant-like organisms that reproduce via spores rather than seeds. They include fungi, algae, lichens, mosses, etc. So this was the inspiration of, what brought this piece along. And so I sort of kind of, in a little bit mad way, mutated the whole idea of it. So we're talking bacteria. I hope that makes it more clear where I am. Bacteria such as, the infiltrating kind, the stickiness, something fungal, deranged, etc., etc. And it's all in aid to paint the idea that juxtaposing now to the same ideal to memory, put yourself in a situation of an neurotic individual, I suppose. And there's something attached to that, but I don't really want to get sidetracked. Not now. So we're talking memory, neuroticism. And the idea is that, there's a certain level of sensitivity, I think, that comes with the experience of somebody that is neurotic. And, I've been thinking about this for a while. There's a certain mapping that goes on with somebody with such a sensitivity to their surroundings, perhaps, and the high level of feeling is almost, there's a frequency being tapped into that just allows you to, be so much more in tune with your surroundings, if you will. But to continue on the rabbit hole I was painting, neuroticism, I find this is another I sort of kind of mutated it. So it's sort of like and pardon me if you hear a church bell in the back, highly viscous yet sticky situation. So I'm essentially turning neuroticism into a situation where it becomes neuroticism is a situation that becomes, if you think of it in a viscous and sticky. Why? Because there is a high sensitivity, there is propensity to stick, which is where I'm going. To the representation of the mad poet. Let me explain. I'm saying I am that bacteria. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I'm saying that's the way I see my expression. That's the way I go about ingesting my work, sort of thing, and attaching myself to things and being able to map my surroundings, my feelings, and just expressing these different things. But there is a reason why I'm saying all this. And I thought this was apropos because, I haven't done a segment where I broke down a piece to this degree for a while, but thought this timing was right. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the metaphors that I'm pretty much just kind of unpacking at this moment. In any ways you like to speak about it, whether it's philosophical, figurative, literal, please. I want to know. Let me know. But going back to it, I think I'm getting to the gist of where I'm going with this. In essence, the point of me going through this, there is strength in remembering. It's all about the memory. At this point, it's all about the memory. And I'm going to quote Carl Jung on this one. He once said, a saying which I've spoken on occasions, just whether with company or by myself. If you don't bring the dark to light, it will control you, and you will call it faith. This is epitomizing to why I think this whole idea of this concept I'm speaking about is so important. So important. Please forgive me if you hear them church bells. I can hear them, but you might not be listening to them. But I hope you know. But back to what I was saying, and this is the crux of what I want to speak about. I think a lot of people is a victim of this situation, and I'll go back to the quote. If you don't bring the dark to light, it will control you, and you will call it faith. I'm somewhat paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly if that's how it goes, but that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. I think a lot of people is a victim of this situation because we have little understanding of what lies in the dark. But Jung also iterates in a sense that a lot of what is in the dark is of the archaic nature, especially relating to a lot of conditions that predispose to dissociation. I'm not sure, I'm sure some people are aware, but dissociation from reality, perhaps is more specific, has a lot to do with mental situations. I'll just say that because what's the word I'm looking for? I will not go into technical terms of dissociation because it's not my expertise to that degree. So, but as I understand it, it is not just a notion of condition, but I'm arguing that in theory or theoretic sense that it can affect us on a more situational level, contextually inhibiting our judgment, causing decisions to be more than what it would be had we reneging somewhat or limiting us from being even more authentic, whether it's decisions, whether it's knee-jerk to just memories that we don't understand, things that we want to do but we're scared. And because of that, we end up living in fear. We end up living in fear. We get up one day scared of something, but we have no idea why. Perhaps that rings a bell. Perhaps that rings a bell. Certainly food for thought, but I think we all, as humans or animals, we have situations where things come back at us, but we don't necessarily understand where it's coming from or what to make of it. And I think this is something that, which going back to referencing Jung, is one of the things he encourages as well. Knowledge of self, to get to know self, etc., etc. Because how else are you going to bring the dark to the light? Make the unknown the known, from unknown to known. These are the things that I want to encourage somewhat with this episode of what we're speaking about. I hope this I hope you understand where I'm coming from with this whole situation. But this was fun, and I will be doing a lot more episodes, sharing my thoughts, my expressions, also updating people on what I have in the works. At the moment, I'm working on a book launch for June, and I have something else planned later on in the year, but for now, that's something I'm looking to share. Well, it's an opportunity for me to share with people and just let them know what's going on, etc. On another more immediate note, as the weekend has just went past, etc., and I just want to share that, man, I just had a great week last week, and I just want to say, I had such a great time. I had so much fun, and I just want to say thank you to the InkCollective, which is the name of the great group that invited me to be a part of their special event, and it really was special, and I honestly connected with so many people. It was so great, and I can't thank them enough. And just much appreciation to them for having me, allowing me to perform, share my work. I even did a little bit of MCing, which I've never done before, but it just felt right. And that the supporters, more than anything, I have to really give my hats off to, because they were so great in just allowing me to be myself, to share what I have to give, during the MCing, and more than that, they actually came on stage and they read pieces. This is the first day. This is a 2-day event, by the way. So I'm just speaking about just the first day of, which was more of a meet and greet. Two people that I was speaking to consistently building up to the event is Eric Gilmet and a lady called Iro. And I know she can be a little shy sometimes, so I don't really want to go into too much about her, but I really have to give her props as well, because she's the one that discovered what I do. And funny enough, she actually discovered me through my podcasting. which is it's so, I don't know, the only word that comes to mind is apropos, because that's one of the reasons that I do this, just to share, give back, and give voice to people, including myself, of course. But yes, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that on the air, so to speak. So yeah, I appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate me too. But yes, just sharing, and thanks so much everyone for supporting what I do. We shall continue. I will be doing a lot more output in the future, coming future. But in the meantime, if what I'm saying resonate with you, please reach out, share your thoughts, whether it's on YouTube or podcast platform. For the podcast, as you know, I'm primarily coming from Spotify, so if you can leave comments there, I always receive them. So whatever's going on, you can always find me. So don't be a stranger. And books are out now. Poetry Vent, Poetry Journal, all these books you can find on Amazon, everywhere you can find them. I'm here, I'm available. So I appreciate everybody for supporting the page again. Thanks so much. And if anything, just give your take on things, anything I've spoken about, even if it's just a piece. But thanks so much. Until next time, take care.
Mind over matter, overcompensating, overstatements, crookedness related, the soul's churn in return, mental overstimulation, one word.